Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Charles Advance. I want to welcome you guys to another episode of the Dreamers Pro Show, where we cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, entertainment, and where we give you guys a fresh perspective on things and how we see them. This is going to be a ridiculous show for you guys, so put on your seatbelts before we even get started. Before we even get into it, please make sure you like the video and sub to the channel, and be sure to hit all notifications if you want to be notified the second our content is published on YouTube. Let me just go ahead and get into this damn topic here. First off, let me drop the news on you dudes. I'm not on Twitter. I am on Twitter, but I don't use Twitter. That's number one. Number two, I'm not on TikTok. I am on TikTok, but I don't use TikTok. So I don't know what's trending on Twitter. I don't know what's trending on TikTok. I don't use those apps. But what happened? Over the past 24 hours, people keep saying, yo, my boy, you heard about we're done with the 90s era. You heard about the done with the 90s. I'm like, what are they talking about? They're like, it's been trending all over the internet, trending all over Twitter, trending all over TikTok. And I'm like, nah, I didn't hear much about it. No, I didn't. But they're like, nah, you got to talk about it. So I'm like, okay, let me Google this thing to understand what the hell this thing is about. So I started to do some research. And I want to read from two articles here. One of them is from hoopshype.com. It says, we done with the 90s is trending on NBA Twitter. Michael Jordan has no left. It started on TikTok, and it's now an open revolt online that's setting NBA discourse on fire, with younger fans claiming they've been deceived about basketball in the 90s. TikTok user Esquire Sports showed plays from the 1991 NBA Finals featuring Michael Jordan's Bulls and Magic Johnson's Lakers, suggesting that era was overrated. The debate quickly raged on as fans questioned the quality of the play in the past. There's the video, which will not be playing. It then continues on. Here's some things people said on Twitter. One person said, Michael Jordan is not even top 3. We are done with the 90s. Another person said, since we done with the 80s and 90s, Curry is top 3. Agendas will be pushed. Another one. If we done with the 90s, Curry is number 1. Another one. So since we're apparently done with the 90s, that means you're calling Steph top 5, right? Another one. We done with the 90s. All my LeBron fans, we can rest now. Ha ha! Of course it would be LeBron fans. Here goes the image. Me defending LeBron all my life since being a child against the Jordan Glazers. Me after opening TikTok today. Another one said, I'm hearing the GOAT debate is over. We done with the 90s. And it keeps going on and on and on and on and on. Then another article on USA Today said it started on TikTok and now it's an open revolt, and basically this guy looked like he copied and pasted, or somebody's copying and pasting somebody else. So that's what that article had to say. So I went to go look at the footage to see for myself what all of the hollering and the shaking and the gyrating and the screaming that they done with the 90s. So I went to go look at the footage, and essentially this user put together a compilation of videos of Michael Jordan missing shots. Basically, low light reels of Scottie Pippen. I saw Magic Johnson, blah, 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 blah. And then it began to really settle in on me. And I said, yo, hold up. Are we actually doing this? Are these jokers actually? Let me go ahead and break it down for you. Dreamers Pro, among many things, is turning into the biggest nightmare, or one of the biggest nightmares, for these LeBron fans all over the internet. These dudes be messaging me on Instagram. They be messaging me on my personal Instagram. I had to block the other dude. He left a comment. I'm like, all right. He left another comment. I'm like, all right. Then he left another. I'm like, I'm blocking you. Like, you acting like a weirdo. They be the ones messaging me. Why you making them broom dream videos? What's wrong with you? Then on the low, these dudes be jumping in other group chats, channels, and all of that, doing videos about me. Oh, look what Dreamers Pro had to say. They be busting out their calculator. Look how many LeBron videos. There was a show that somebody was doing, or what they decided to call a show. And I looked and I saw one of the people in the show had a picture of me on their thumbnail. I'm like, God, I'm like, really? It has gotten to this point. I'm like, all right. So what do? I start to then do some research. And I thought it was so laughable that they're saying Michael Jordan can't go left. So I started to mess with some of these people on the community section yesterday. So I put up one post and it said, can LeBron James go left? Laughing emoji. Since we done with the 90s. Of the 2,900 voters, 61% said no. 39% said yes. I didn't stop there. I put up another post. I said, we done with the 90s must have been created by butthurt LeBron James fans and Gilbert Arenas. It just has you dudes vibes written all over it. Then I wrote to Gilbert Arenas on Instagram yesterday and I said, Gil, were you and LeBron James and these boys the ones that started this? We done with the 90s. Was it you? Tell the truth. I was laughing. And he goes like, man, LeBron ain't got no time for that. And he's like, I ain't got no time. We laughed it off and we left it at that. Then I put up another poll and I asked the following question because they said Jordan can't go left. I said, what player on this list hit a game-winning jumper to win his 6th championship in 8 seasons? I put up LeBron James, Michael Jordan, Kevin Durant, and Kobe Bryant. 92% said Michael Jordan. And one of these people left a comment, you're just being biased now. He said that the people picking Jordan are being biased. And I'm like, bro, it's a fact. It's a fact. But then I put up another post, and this is when we're going to really get into this show today. I said, if y'all done with the 90s, then I'm done with the cupcake era, where you have NBA players that will be on a 3-on-1 fast break and run to the three-point line. Or you have players who will be 6'10", 6'11", playing on the perimeter and basically taking their size out of the game and not taking advantage of mismatches. And then people started leaving comments. And at the end, I said, y'all better stop before I roast you dudes tomorrow. Well, I went out this morning. I got the grill. I got the charcoal. And it's time for you guys to get this work. Y'all gonna get this work today. Let's get into it right now. Let me explain to you what's really taking place here. Let me be serious now. What has happened is the following. Jordan has so frustrated these LeBron fans to the point now where they have gotten to the point that they know, listen, no one believes us. It's only us LeBron fans that think LeBron is on Jordan's level. It's only us. So they realize that, listen, we cannot convince people. Even with all the twerking it up, all of the twerking that people do on TV, gyrating all over the place, busting it down, pop locking and everything, we are still not really making real inroads in this argument. So they know, listen, we can't win the argument head up. Nobody takes us seriously. No one believes that LeBron is better than Jordan outside of LeBron fans. So they've now shifted the argument. They went from that to the longevity argument. But then they quickly realized people didn't care about that as well because people judge their peak. So then they were like, okay, we got to go to the next thing. And the next thing was this. What happened was the following. You had disgruntled LeBron fans who are frustrated that LeBron is not being considered the GOAT. That they now said, you know what? Since we can't attack Jordan, maybe we will attack his era. Because if we can attack his era, what we're going to do is then create a picture in which fans can say, well, Jordan was great, but he was only great because he wasn't playing in a skilled era of basketball. So if we can pull up highlight videos or low light videos of Jordan having mishaps on the court, we can then show you that, look, Jordan, Magic, all of these guys, they're not really as good as you think they are. And instead, the players that are really good are the players in the LeBron James era. These are the most transparent, desperate fans in all of sports. You dudes are the easiest work to get done every single week. It is so transparent. Y'all think y'all smart. But if you guys were really smart, you would have been able to come up with a good enough argument to say that LeBron is better than Jordan, and you haven't yet. The fact of the matter is, this is yet but another desperate attempt to try to convince 10 people in the United States that LeBron James is better than Michael Jordan. Let's get into the meat and potatoes of this nonsense right here. Okay. Who would be so foolish to say Michael Jordan had weaknesses in his basketball game? If you believe that, raise your hand so we know that we got some fools in attendance today. Do you believe that Michael Jordan had weaknesses in his game? Please raise your hand. I'm sure there's some people that are raising their hand. You would have to be a flagrant moron to believe the following. Everyone that has spoken about Jordan said he had no weaknesses, similarly to Kobe Bryant. If you watch basketball, it is quite apparent to see that the skill level Jordan had on both offense, defense, his mentality, and all of those things made him the perfect basketball player. At the height of 6'6", they said Jordan can't go left. Whoever believes that is a moron. You can literally pull up endless amount of content on YouTube of Michael Jordan dribbling going left to go into a jump shot. Usually, the knock on players who favor one hand is to push them to the what? The opposite hand where they're less comfortable. So what do these players do? These skilled players, they develop their opposite hand. Michael Jordan is naturally a right-handed person, so he favors his right hand. But then he knew that, wait a minute, defenses will pick up on the fact that I want to go right, so they'll start pushing me left. So what did Jordan do? He developed his left hand to be able to now what? Attack from the left and then get into a jump shot or a fadeaway or whatever the hell it is. And of course, Jordan had impeccable footwork to do whatever the hell he wanted to. Anybody that watched basketball know this. Now, let me quickly address the morons in the back room. There's some people that say that you never watched Michael Jordan play in his prime. Yeah, I didn't, but you ever heard of the thing called the internet? Hello? Have you ever heard the thing called the internet? Did World War II happen? Well, according to your dumbass, you would say, well, you weren't there to see it, so it never happened. These people are super dumb. I can't believe this is the level of intellect I'm arguing against every single day. I'm getting dumber talking to these dudes. Their level of reasoning is so poor. It is so poor. Really. The way some of you dudes reason, your level of reasoning is so poor that it makes me wonder what you guys be doing in your everyday lives. It's so poor. You guys reason like 5-year-olds. I'm really surprised by this. So all of these things that happen in history, we can't read about it. We can't watch. Like, what are you talking about? But anyway, they say you didn't watch footage. Let's get into this thing of Jordan can't drive left, because only idiots will say this. But anyway, let's entertain the idiots. Jordan perfected what? The pull-up jump shot, which is something that Kobe Bryant perfected, which Kobe said is the most unstoppable shot in his arsenal, the pull-up jump shot. You can look at plenty of footage, of Jordan going left, stopping on a dime, and fading with his pull-up jump shot. There are literally countless amount of content out there. So anybody saying that is a flagrant idiot. The ability to not go left means you can't go left at all. Now, someone said, oh, but LeBron can go left. And I said, no, he can't. Not in a consistent level. And they were like, no, but LeBron attacks the rim. LeBron is naturally ambidextrous. But in reality, he's a left-handed, he writes with his left hand. I said, yes, but that doesn't mean that LeBron can go left consistently. He can't. But I watched him drive to the rim. But that's not what I'm talking about. And that's not what these people are talking about. When people say, or when they're talking about going left, they're usually referring to the fact that you can go left and be able to score off the dribble without being able to get to the cup, because everybody can get to the cup going right or going left. If you're in the NBA, at least you can drive to the basket. We're not talking about that. We're talking about your ability to make shots going left when the defense is shading you to the left side of the court. That's what we're talking about. And if you look at players like LeBron, Giannis Antetokounmpo, and all of these guys, if you're talking about LeBron can go left, well, LeBron is very, very easy to guard. The way LeBron has been guarded throughout his career, everyone knows, is to create what? A wall. That is the reason why LeBron prefers to play on a floor full of guys that space the floor. Anybody that watched LeBron's basketball game knows this. So why does he prefer to play with shooters? The reason LeBron prefers to play with shooters is because it allows him to space the floor. He can call for a pick, get downhill, and if they bring the double, he can now dish off the ball. You will seldom see LeBron come off a pick and go into a pull-up jump shot, especially fading going right or fading going left. You will never see. The most you will see is him drive left, do this ugly ass 1 foot step turn, shoot the ball, and we like, yo, what the hell did we just watch? If that's what you do are considering going left, y'all are crazy. The MO on LeBron has always been, you have to get him shooters. It is one of the reasons why when big men play with him, their games suffer, i.e. Chris Bosh, Kevin Love. These guys get relegated to becoming, spot up shooters. That's essentially what they get relegated to become. When Kobe played with Shaq, did Shaq need to go to the paint? Did Shaq need to go to, the 3-point line? Well, no, because Kobe could attack going right and going left. You would gotta be some type of glorious idiot to even be making this argument. And I'm not done with you dudes yet. Now let's get to the part where they talk about they done with the 90s. And let's talk about what we done with this era. So if y'all are done with the 90s, my question is, who are the people saying this? Because my hunch is only LeBron fans. Do you know why? Because it seems like what's really happening is NBA fans are done with the modern era basketball, not the 90s. So some say, how do you prove that? Because of the viewership. More people watch basketball when Michael Jordan and these guys are playing than they do today. NBA fans are actually rejecting this current product. That's the reality. Forget about what these dudes is talking about. They're just speaking with emotion. The fact of the matter is, every single year, less and less NBA fans are tuning in to watch this NBA. So apparently people been done with this era. They've been done. You think dudes want to watch, you think NBA fans want to watch a glorified 3-point shooting contest and a layup line every single day? Every single game? You think that's what fans want to watch? You think fans want to watch a game where players are allowed to carry and travel with the ball all day long, packing suitcases and everything all over the court, and they don't even call it? You think that's what NBA fans want to watch? If the game is so good, why is Joe Dumars and Adam Silver and these guys talking about creating some type of policy to help improve the game because the offense is totally run amok in today's end? So help me figure it out. If people are watching and y'all done with the 90s, what's happening with this current era? Because more people watch the 90s than they do now. More people agree that this era is totally watered down. More people agree that this era they have absolutely no defense. Players don't care. And now you have to incentivize guys that have already signed contracts to play in the NBA to play hard. So who's really saying that this is the level of desperation that exists within the heart and the soul of a LeBron James fan who cannot let go of the fact that Jordan is way better? These dudes are reaching for every single straw they can find to come up with some ridiculous asinine ass back argument that nobody seems to understand. Who even buys into this? Who sat back at the end rubbing their titties talking about, man, we got him now. We got him on the run now. Are you freaking kidding me? Y'all are actually trying to make the argument that what you pull up some clips of Magic Johnson and Michael Jordan. When you be seeing Michael Jordan airballing game winners? Matter of fact, where you be seeing Michael Jordan airballing free throws? Oh, I closed my eyes. I missed the rim. Who did that? Well, hold up, speak up. Who? I closed my eyes and I missed the rim. And I'm going to shoot like Jordan, air ball. Who did that? Who did that? Who did it? You know who did it. You know who did it. This era is a joke. For God's sakes, you guys produced Ben Simmons. This era produced Ben Simmons. Are you freaking kidding me right now? You talking about Jordan's era is then what is this? With their no defense playing selves. What are we even talking about? What are we even talking? Who came up with this and thought, oh, now we got him on the run now? Why won't you dudes just let it go, son? Hold up. Y'all, listen, y'all ran out of honey? Because normally what y'all be doing is running around, twerking it up, slapping each other with honey up and down the hallway, pulling each other to the floor, gyrating all over the place, spilling drinks, wondering why ain't nobody twerking with us. It's enough. We don't want to twerk with you dudes. This is what it's come to? The 90s suck? Really? What are we talking about? Like what are we doing? I am confounded by this entire I can't even believe it's a real thing. But with LeBron fans, whatever you can perceive in your mind to be ridiculous, these people are capable of pulling it off. They're actually LeBron fans that make videos talking about the undisputed proof that LeBron James is the greatest player of all time. I'm like, what? Who says this? Who believes this? Who believes that? Where are these people? How? Based on what? Based on what? Why don't you pull up a highlight video of LeBron doing his work, doing his magic? Have you seen LeBron's footwork? He ain't got none. What's LeBron's go-to move? Because Jordan's go-to move was the pull-up jump shot. Fade away, that's his move. What's LeBron's go-to move? What's his go-to move? Apart from flailing all over the floor, what's his go-to move? What's the move? The what? The tomahawk dunk? What's the go-to move? Did you see the shot LeBron got at the end of the end of the game 4 against the did y'all see that shot? Son, it hit the side of the backboard. Did y'all see that shot? Where are the fundamentals there? I thought he could go left. Why didn't he go left? He went left and almost went off the damn court. What are we talking about? What are we talking? I'm sorry to do it to you dudes, but then again, I'm not. Because for whatever reason, y'all just will not let it go. I just don't understand. This era right here is the worst basketball I have seen in my life. They don't play defense. They don't think the game. These guys are just raw. They can't even process information properly. Who in their right mind will be running a 3-on-1 fast break and then run to the 3-point line? Who does that? Who does that? I've seen that happen on numerous occasions. I've seen players drive, beat their man on the baseline, get to the basket, go up and pass to some dude across the court. Who does this except these dudes? Like, I'm lost. I'm lost. Only LeBron fans believe this. NBA fans don't. That's why they're not watching. How can you be done with something when all of us are done with what we're watching now? I'm lost. Nobody watches the NBA like that, like they used to before. I'm not talking about likes on Instagram and all of that stuff, because that's not where they're making those TV deals. They're making it on the people that watch TV. People are not watching. We just witnessed the 2 lowest All-Star games in the history of the sport. Fans tuned them out. They were like, "This is a disaster." So if this game, y'all done with the 90s, what are we supposed to make of what we're seeing? Y'all are resorted to turn into TikTok boys. Y'all are TikTok warriors now. TikTok warriors. And then y'all gonna come into the comment section and got the nerve to be like, "Yo, what is your hate with LeBron? What is y'all put y'all saying stupid shit? What's up with that? Why y'all love to say stupid shit? Like, why? Why y'all got so many ignorant mofos representing y'all on the internet? I be listening to some of the arguments. These dudes are terrible. The problem is you're not getting intelligent people to argue on your behalf. This is just a fact of the matter. I've listened to a lot of these guys. The problem is these guys cannot reason properly. They cannot reason properly. They decided for whatever reason they're going to pick the losing side of an argument and then build their and stand on that hill. I don't know, man. We done with the 90s. Boy, oh boy, these LeBron fans, man. Y'all just won't quit. Y'all like a toilet that just refuses to flush. God damn. When will y'all be done?